Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about my thoughts on the Mighty Ducks Game Changer Season 2. So they headed off to hockey camp, which I didn't know that was really a thing, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. There's like football camps and all kind of camps. That's cool, because it's kind of like, where are they gonna go after like the first season? You know what I'm saying? Are they just gonna repeat the entire first season again? So it's nice that they going to someplace new and getting some more skills in. It reminds me of the second movie when they went to the Olympics. So I think this is great. It's a nice pace. It's a nice location. They're at a camp with other kids. These other kids are very focused, determined, and a little ruthless and everything, which takes them by surprise. And the coach is pretty tough. And when he has them play hockey, the Ducks can't believe how like aggressive these other kids are with like the checking and stuff like that, because they're not really used to all that stuff, because they weren't really trained like that. And so like it's a nice learning curve for them to play some real hockey, not just pee-wee hockey, you know. And so I noticed something when the kids got off their like RV thing and everything. I knew Gordon Bombay wasn't going to be in this. However, what's very shocking is the redheaded girl who plays cosplay. I think her name is Lauren or something like that. She's missing from not only the trailer, but the promotional picture as well. And I'm just like, where's she at? She's the, not only is she missing, but the two new guys towards like, you know, the end are missing as well. Remember towards the end of the first season, there were these two guys who joined the team. I think they're from like Russia or something, and they can't speak English. And so they were just added like out of nowhere. Also, not only is she and those two guys missing, but the dude with the really nice hair who can't skate to save his life, but can like shoot really well. He's not in this as well. And I'm just kind of like, well, what happened to them all? Like, what the world happened and everything? There's no official confirmation, as I know why the dude who played Gordon's not there. I'll get in him later. But there's no official confirmation as to why these four players are now missing. Now, the two who don't talk, I don't really care about them because they were just added out of nowhere and they really weren't in the show that much. But the other two, I want them to be in there because they were pretty cool and stuff. So I really have no idea where they're at. Now as for the actress who did the cosplay thing, her character Lauren, one reason why she's not in this probably is because I just found out she's been cast into Chucky season 2, the TV series. So of course, and she also has an Amazon television show. So it's kind of hard to juggle 3 shows at one time. So, you know, she's probably not able to do the Mighty Ducks one. She might show up as a cameo or something like that, or maybe a recurring character. But so far, she's not in it. And so that's like a real bummer, because I like how like tough her character was and everything. And so like, oh, as for Chucky, I finally saw Child's Play. Like finally I saw that movie. As for Good Hair Kid who can't skate, I have no idea what's going on with him. I haven't like checked his IMDb, so I don't know if he's in anything else, but other than that, I don't know. And so as for Gordon and everything, I already told you how Emilio Estevez, there's complications with him, his COVID vaccination status and everything. That's a COVID? COVID. What the world? So the studio says he refused to get vaccinated. He said he did catch it while filming, but he isolated for 2 weeks. And so it's one of those type things. If that's the case, then look, that's all on him. Then that's his fault and everything. Like, he's filming around kids and other adults. You gotta look out for their safety as well. Now, I don't know the location as to where this show is being filmed. If it happens to be Canada, that could be a reason why. Because they have very strict COVID laws over there, and you have to be vaccinated no matter what. So if they film in Canada, then that could be the reason as to probably why the other dude probably didn't show up. But You know, that's one reason why Emilio isn't there no more. It's weird not having Gordon Bombay there. He is Gordon Bombay, and out of all the Estevez, he's for the most part the most normal out of them all. So it's gonna be a bummer not seeing him. Keenan did say he wants to show up in season 2 and that he's supposed to show up in season 2. So like expect to see him. I just hope that he actually acts and doesn't act the way he does on SNL, and just actually act like the character in which he played, because that would be like, because you know, I don't want to see him act no other kind of way. I want to see him act like that character he had, but more mature and everything. So there really probably aren't going to be that much more cameos from like the original cast, because Gordon's not going to be there. So what's the point of them showing up? But he's supposed to show up. So no telling what's going on with that. As for the new coach, he's very stern. And of course, the mom is now the ipso facto coach. And that's why I have a problem, because she doesn't know that much about hockey and she's too nice. Now, she is going to clash with the new coach dude, because she literally tells him in the trailer she's going to crush him and everything. But she doesn't know that much about hockey. So I surmise that maybe a love thing might happen between those two. Or he's gonna be kind of like the villain coach of the season and they have to like fight against him, or he's gonna end up taking over the Ducks and help her out and stuff, because she doesn't know like what she's doing. Now my problem with the mom is, like I said last season, she was crammed into the show far too much, to the point where the kids didn't get that much like screen time or storylines. And that's a real bummer, because the show's not about the moms, it's about the hockey players. And that's something that like infuriated me. And she's an executive producer, so that's why she's crammed into the show. Ironically, there's a character named after her. Lauren, remember I told you that? That's her name and stuff. Makes me wonder how that character got that name. Now, here's a list of all the new characters and their parents and everything. So chances are they're probably gonna either just be a rival team, or they're gonna join the Mighty Ducks to fill in those gaps for the people who are like missing. So this comes out in September. And today is September the 1st. And sadly, I no longer have Disney Plus. I won't be getting that to like the end of the year and everything. I'm about to get HBO Max again, so I can finish watching the rest of the stuff I have to watch on that before I stop, and before David Zaslav screw everything up. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.